Shahpour, there's no shortage of pizza franchises that are out there and brands. What's been your secret to success? I mean, you've gotten nearly 100 franchises with such a high concentration in just California, Nevada. So why are people drawn to pizza guys?
I'm so glad you asked that question because we very early on we had to decide who we're going to be, like what's the difference between pizza guys and everybody else out there. And when we start franchising, we knew that we're going to be opening a whole bunch of store and we had to decide, okay, what's our niche? Where are we going to be in the market as far as, the quality and price? Are we going to go into price wars with Papa John, Domino's, Pizza Hut, Little Caesars and stuff, or we're gonna say, you know what, we don't want to get in that game. We're gonna go towards quality, and we want people to buy us because they like our product, they think our product is quality and stuff like that. So that was really the turning point right from the beginning. And right from the beginning, we said, we're not gonna get into price war. We're gonna have our own niche in the market. And one of the things that I am, my wife, my family, we are very foodie people, and we care about the quality of the food. And I give you an example of what's the difference. Like we opened 1986, and from that day forward till now, this is 2025. We have every item on our menu. If we had to change, we would only change it if we found something better as far as quality, not because we found something cheaper. So imagine how many times we have improved the quality of our product from day one till now. And if it wasn't good enough as far as quality, we wouldn't change it. And there were so many times tempting when, let's say, the price of olives was skyrocketing, or price of cheese, or price of something else, or sauce, and franchisees are crying and stuff like that. You say, you know what? You want to steadfast and you want to stay on course, and you want to make sure that you take care of the quality because your customers know what they want. And if you change it, you're going to lose customers. So we stayed on course with the quality. And from day one, we have improved the quality of everything that we do. It would be all the items on the pizzas, on the side orders, or whatever. We have improved one by one. And since 1986, I can say that we are at the highest quality. The next thing is there's, you talk about just a regular pizza that mostly people order, let's say a pepperoni pizza. It's hard to distinguish between one to another. For non-professional taste buds, they all taste the same. But we have to say, okay, what's the difference with pizza guys? And we decided that, we call ourselves home of the specialty pizza. We have over 30 some pizzas that are gourmet specialty. And again, because I'm a foodie person and my families are, and we have the R&D over here, they know what I want. So when we come up with a new recipe for a new gourmet pizza selection, it's not just putting some toppings together. They have certain taste, and each one unique. 'Cause, we have close to 10 different sauces that you can put on the pizzas, and the combination of toppings that we put together to make that gourmet pizza is extremely unique. And this is the kind of thing that they cannot, people cannot get at these other places that are competing. So we are a home of the gourmet specialty pizza. And you can get good quality pizzas, but you probably have to go to a bistro with a wood burning oven and sit down and pay 40-50 bucks for that 12-inch pizza. You know what I'm saying? Versus you can get the same or better quality pizza from us, because that's what we are, home of the specialty pizza that can be delivered. And we are, as you know, we are delivery and takeout. So we have to impress people by delivering the food to them and then having them taste just as good as their experience as a bistro cafe or something.
What's your favorite one on the menu that you're most proud of?
It's like picking your kids. You can't do that to me. You can't do that. After a long time that you've been eating pizza and you're getting a little bit older, you have to watch your carb and stuff like that. So we have a new Tuscany crust, which is a much thinner, crunchy crust that we have, and that one uh, have a lot of healthy, toppings like the spinach and, chicken, all natural chicken and stuff like. So spinach garlic chicken is my favorite right now.
Very nice, very nice. Shahpour, I want to stop here for a moment, and I want to share with you that I think that you just You just taught aspiring entrepreneurs an incredible business lesson. It's for the folks that they have a business idea and they're afraid to get into an industry where there's quote unquote lots of competition that's well known. And by you pointing out that you understood exactly what your business was, who your target audience, what they would want, as opposed to just fighting in the cluttered, cheap and fast pizza model, you were able to separate yourself from the pack. And I think it's important to point out because there's a lot of friends and family out there that, they don't want their kid to fail or they don't want their young adult child to fail at. And so they give them advice, say, oh, you shouldn't do that because there's a lot of competition. And you didn't even think twice about the competition because you knew exactly who you were and what your model was going to be about and stay true to it.
That's exactly how we feel. If you're persistent, uh, you know, people, you have to be careful that you don't want to please yourself. And that's the thing. You don't want to please yourself because sometimes you can just, you know, eat a a piece of bread with cheese and that tastes good when you're hungry. You know what I'm saying? You have to be very critical of your stuff and do have an audience that could be honest and tell you how good it is. And if it's not good, you have to go back and fix it. You know what I'm saying? So if you create a good recipe and good formula and you really believe in it and you have already tested and make sure the customers and the loyal customers like it, then you have to be consistent in the quality and you do such a good job that your customer become your word of mouth advertisers for you. And that's the greatest success because now you have these customers that believe in your product and they go and then they tell others. So for example, like you're not from Sacramento. You come and ask me, hey, I'm going to be in Sacramento. Where do you think is a good place to eat? And if I tell you that this is a good place to eat, you're going to take my word for it. You're going to try it. And I'm only going to tell you the places that I really believe in it. You know what I'm saying? So my word of advertisement is going to work because now I'm going to have you go there and you wouldn't go anywhere else because I recommended, these places to you. And this is the same thing for us. We want our customers to do the work for us as far as word of mouth advertising. And we want them to say how good it is. But in order to do that, you have to be consistent in quality of service, quality of food all the time. If you are willing to do that in your business, you succeed, no problem.
Yeah. And one of the strengths I'm kind of hearing too that you have, and say, look, there's a lot of things I didn't do well, but one thing I was able to do as well is think like the customer. If we think like the customer, we get out of our own way and we could not fall in love with the baby.
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what a mistake some people do, and they fall in love with their stuff, and they don't ask anybody's opinion. That doesn't work. You need
No,
to have your customers, your loyal customers, are the one. Everybody else get honest opinion and tweak it and make it and make good at it. You know what I'm saying?
for sure. Shapur, tell me about your franchisees. Who's the type of franchisee that really thrives in your system?
The type of franchisees that really thrive are the people that are hands-on and they're not looking at business like an ATM machine. Okay, I invested some money in here. Now I'm going to take money out. No, these franchisees have to be hands-on. We have franchisees that have 7 stores. After 7 stores, they cannot be all hands-on in all 7 stores, but they are on top of their business. They know every day what's going on and they have management team and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong. But for the first one, for you to get a hang of the store, you definitely need to be hands-on and you need to be knowing what's happening in your store from the customers, from purchasing food and everything else. The next thing is one of the things that I really, really emphasize with these franchisees are you need to think of this business as part of the community. These are communities that buy from you. So you have to be very generous and pay back. So if there's something going on as far as community events that you need to make donations and stuff, definitely get involved. If anything going on in the neighborhood, you have to get involved. Other thing is that you are hiring these people, the employees that come in, is somebody's brother, somebody's sister, wife, whatever. So these are the people that from the community, and you also have to make sure that you treat your team members the best way possible. So they talk about you. They talk about how good this business is, and how much you care about the quality of the food, how much you care about all of that. So these people, what we're looking for hands-on franchisees, and we're not looking for franchisees that wants to buy a territory and is just basically investment. And it doesn't work for us. We want people that are hands-on and care about our values, and care about the community, care about their team members, care about the quality and consistency. And those are the kind of people that we're looking for.
Awesome. It sounds like, Shahpour, you could teach a masterclass in organic growth, because I'm hearing organic growth on selling franchises and organic growth in being in the community at the local store level. So
It worked for us, to be honest. It worked for us, and we're so proud of that.
Thank you for tuning into the Emerging Franchise Brands podcast. For additional insights, guest applications, and to stay connected, visit us at efbpodcast.com. The Emerging Franchise Brands podcast is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed do not necessarily represent those of Emerging Franchise Brands, its host Frank Fiume, or Emerging Franchise Group LLC. Any discussed franchise or investment opportunity requires thorough investigation, obtaining proper disclosure documents, and expert consultation before making any investment decisions. The podcast and its host do not offer professional advice or endorsements, and they hold no responsibility for actions, representations, accuracy, or consequential damages related to the podcast content.